front of us, you'll see that I've got 0 cubic yards as the weight or the volume that I'm measuring. This is my accumulated weight. This is my load target. This is my bucket count. This is my percentage of my target. This is my customers. So if I click on this, I have a list of all my customers. I can have unlimited number of materials, unlimited number of attachments. If I want to just go ahead and pick up a bucket, I can go ahead and I've got 1 cubic yard of material. So if I'm doing cleanup work around the yard, every time I pick up the bucket, I'm going to have a weight value. We have a prox sensor that mounts at the pivot pin of the bucket arms. It's got 2 prox sensors on it. They span about 3 inches between the 2 of them. We use the edge of the bucket arm as the target. We're running ferrous prox sensors, so we have no need to weld or mount targets onto the boom. We're using the boom as the target. So you'll notice that I'm in cubic yards right now. The material weight is determined by how you set up the material. So if I come up here to material, I look at dirt. So I've got dirt, pulverized black dirt. I've chosen to set it up as a weight versus a volume, and I'm doing it in pounds. I have a drop-down menu. I can easily go to tons, metric tons, or kilograms. I've got icons I can select to help me easily identify it. Whenever I make a change, I just hit submit. It saves it, and I'm ready to go to work. Alternatively, if I come over here to my wet 3-way topsoil premium, you're going to see that we are in volume. So when I'm weighing by volume, I can pick cubic yards, cubic feet, cubic meters. Most people are doing cubic yards. The cool thing about our material setup is you've got the capability to show what the density is per cubic yard. So here I've got, because I'm doing a wet material, I've got it set at 2,500 pounds per cubic yard. In the background, when you're weighing in volume, it's actually going to weigh based on the 2,500 pounds per cubic yard, and it'll do a weight calculation. It's still going to show you a cubic yard, but it is giving you a calculation based on weight. I can also go set up a dry material, and I can show that my dry material weighs 1,600 pounds when dry. So you've got the ability to differentiate between all of your different material types and get a lot more accurate information. We'll go ahead and we'll hit that and submit it. I'm going to come back here to home. So I've got scale and controls the customer. I've got wet 3-way topsoil. I'm using the bucket. We'll go over here and we'll pick up this bucket. And we'll go ahead, and again, if all I want to do is see how much weight I've got, I can just go ahead and lift up the bucket. We actually want to start a load. So I hit the start button. It says load started. It started the data logger. Every time we run a start button, we are going to write the load to the data log file, which is a CSV file that can be downloaded into Excel. Also, we're setting up all this information to be printed on our standard ticket printer. The ticket printer is also wireless. It's a really cool product. I'll show you this here in a minute once we finish this load. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up a bucket, and I've got 3.3 yards. You'll see that I've got 1 bucket count. I'm going to pick up another bucket, and I'm now at 5.69 accumulated, and I'm at 57% of my 10 cubic yard target. I'll go ahead and pick up another bucket. Now I'm at 91%. You'll notice that I do have a tip off. If I were to go over, I hit tip off, it'll pull that last bucket weight value out, allow me to sift material, reweigh and calculate, and that way I can get within my target. For the purpose of the demo, we're going to go ahead and hit the finish button. And hitting the finish button, it's writing to the log file, and it's also going to automatically kick out a ticket on our Wi-Fi printer. So no cables running to the printer. It's just going to automatically communicate. Here comes a load ticket. I can hit this reprint button on the face and get as many tickets as I want.